All right, it looks like we are live. Let me just make sure on the Facebook, the YouTube side here. We're experiencing some technical difficulties. There we go. Over on the California side. Let me see. All right, so I'm actually texting back and forth with the Daily Shooter. He's having some internet issues. He's resetting his router right now, and with any luck, he will jump back in here with us. He was just here. But first off, thank you, everybody. While I'm waiting for William, a little bit of praise to you, the viewers. You all continue to amaze me with your support and the fact that we just hit 80,000 subscribers today, which is about 80,000 more than I ever thought I would get doing this. And I say it a lot that it's because of you that I keep doing this, and I couldn't. It doesn't get any more real than that. The second that you guys and gals go away, this goes away, because not a lot of people do this because it's not fun. But I love doing it, and the fact that there are people out there that want to hear it. It's warming to the heart. So thank you all for the support. While we're waiting a couple more minutes here. Okay, so we'll say hi to everybody who I can see here. Paul, what's going on? Paul Roberts, Daniel Cortez, Craig Bryant's here. Thank you all. Mumble Rap, that's an awesome name. The Saints, Fresh Fowler, how we doing? We got some guys and gals from Texas. How we doing, Tristan? Craig, he's from Dallas. Thank you all. George Joseph from Arizona. Thank you, guys and gals. Thank you so much for being here. While we're waiting for Will to work out his snafu, I really think it's Nancy Pelosi who's blocking his signal because she knew somehow we were about to just tear her up. So, Las Vegas, John LaBarge, man, I love your city. I don't think I could live there for obvious reasons, but it's a great place to visit. So let's start off. First off, I want to say thank you to 3 companies who have been standing by this company. 2 of them that have been here for a while. 1 brand new one, and that is Olight. Thank you all for whenever you purchase Olight. Olight kicks back to this channel and helps keep us going. All this equipment here costs money, and I have 4 kids and a wife, so that helps greatly. So thank you all for purchasing Olight. When their new stuff comes out, it is great stuff. It's all I carry. But thank you, and they help the channel. So thank you, Olight. Optics Planet, they're relatively new here, supporting the channel, and I am shocked with how much support they're actually they're helping with. We're going to see some more videos relatively soon coming up. I got a couple AR pistol builds that I'm going to be doing based off of our relationship with Optics Planet. So thank you. Optics Planet and Olight, their links are in the description of every one of my videos. If you use those links, you save, and it helps the channel. And there's also a coupon code there in every description for Optics Planet. We can save another 5% off anything in the site, and they have a ton of stuff, as you know. If you don't know, check them out. You can get anything from that little detent that everybody loses because it shoots across the room at 1,000,000 miles an hour to camping gear. So it's all there. And the newest supporter of the channel is Blackout Coffee Company. It seems like a match made in heaven. They make fantastic coffee. The gentleman who started the company is originally from Massachusetts, and he's a fan of the channel, and he's on board, and he's a supporter of the channel, supporter of the Second Amendment, and the big thing is a supporter of veterans. They donate a ton of coffee to the guys and gals serving overseas. So once I heard that, I had to support him as well. So thank you all, the viewers. I can't do this without you all. So thank you so much. Illinois checking in. David, how we doing? Take a shovel and cut the snake's head off. Yeah, well, the problem is the snake's got many heads right now, and they're coming from out of the woodwork. So we'll go over a couple things. I'm going to focus this one mainly. Was going to be focused off of California stuff because California seems to take the lead when it comes to gun control. Whatever the lefties try to do, they started in California, and the next state to pick it up is here in Massachusetts. So I figured Will and I could bounce a couple things off each other. He has some some intimate knowledge of some things that just happened out there. And I want to, if he comes back, hopefully will you come back, and if not, we'll definitely get him on again if today doesn't work out. But the DOJ in California, if you've been following my channel or the Daily Shooters channel, if you're not on one of his subscribers, do it. Open up another window and subscribe to him right now. Great information from behind enemy lines. Keeps you up to date with what's going on in Cali. And last year, June-ish was the, I don't remember the date off the top of my head, but they had a deadline in which you had to register your semi-automatic pistols or your semi-automatic rifles. And, they have to be featureless and all that stuff now. Can't have, you can't wrap your thumb around the grip, can't have, a barrel shroud or all kinds of crazy rules that everybody's pretty much aware of by now. So this one gentleman registered his AR pistol by the deadline. And this week, the California DOJ came knocking on his door to confiscate his firearm. I've said it numerous times on this channel. I know other gun guys and gals out there doing the good thing on YouTube and stuff have said that every time there's a registration, there is a confiscation. And here it is. It's playing out. The confiscation's already started in California. It might just be this one gentleman right now, but it's going to be more. They told him that because it wasn't a featureless rifle, then it was now an assault weapon, and he was violating the laws by building that. That's why I'm hoping my friend Will gets back on here. He can give us more information on that. He put out a video almost immediately, which was the same. It had footage from the same information because the gentleman who got his gun confiscated was filming it. And he had that video embedded within his video. And I had a lot of guys and gals email me within the last 24, 48 hours of why haven't I put something out about that? And the truth is I've been working on this. So this was going to be my way of covering it. So we'll get him on here. If not, after this live stream ends, check out his video. I believe it's the last one he put out. He put it out yesterday. And good look. You get to see what happens. And you can see for yourself that the officers who went there really didn't know what they were doing. It seemed like they were saying things that didn't jive. I don't know. I wasn't there, so I can't really testify too much of it. But dangerous stuff. Registration always leads to confiscation. And that brings us to what's going on right now with H.R. 8. H.R. 8 just got out of the committee in the House, and it is now going to the body for a vote, and it will pass the House. H.R. 8 is being called they changed the title. It's the background check bill. Okay, it's the universal background check bill. Now I believe it's called the bipartisan background check bill. And make no mistake about it, even though they added a paragraph that it says that this information is not to be used to create a registry, it does create a registry. All right. No matter what they want to call it, it does create a registry. The information is there, and all it takes is one lib to say, you know what, let's just pull this information right now. I mean, look what happened in California, right? It's happening. So they want it to happen nationally. And also the bill, if you read it, it also says, I think it's the last paragraph, that this bill does not prohibit any state from enacting their own universal background check bill. So they're going to get you coming and going on this one, just like the red flag bills. The feds, Donald Trump and his school safety committee, or whatever the hell they called it, came out and said every state should have a red flag. We want the red flag. We have a new attorney general that just got approved by the Senate. He wants red flags. He's in favor of it. He's a gun grabber. We got obviously what's been going on from the last 3 weeks with all these bills that are coming out. And of course, we had the shooting that took place in Aurora, Illinois today. My first off, thoughts, prayers, condolences to the victims, to the men and women who charged in to stop the threat and got shot. Godspeed. You did the right thing to going in. And for those who did go into the 29,000 square foot building, find this clown and put an end to him. Good job. Good work. Righteous work. But you know what they're going to use. You already know that when you turn the television on, maybe not tomorrow because they don't really do weekend stuff, but Monday morning, you're going to hear it. How can this happen? We need more gun control. What they won't say is that Cook County, Chicago, is the most stringent gun control area in the world. So how can this gun even be in that area, right? Uh, don't they have like magic electric fences to stop firearms now? It's crazy. It's coming. It's coming hot and heavy. So we'll go over a couple more things here. Give hopefully Will can get in here. We'll see. Let's see. Let's check out some of these Texas assistants over here. Um, First off, if everybody could just let me know how it's coming in. I'm trying a new setup here with my new equipment, and I want to do more live feeds because I feel it's more. I can get the information out right away to a lot of people, and I want to get more guests on. Before Shot Show, I had Eric Pratt from Gun Owners of America today. Hopefully, with connection, considering we got the Daily Shooter with us. I'm working I'm working towards having some of the guys from the gun policy to be on here with a couple of their guys. It's gonna be good stuff. Reaching out to some people who are much bigger in the game, and I want to bring them to you live. So we'll see what we can do. Um, see, don't register, do not comply. Absolutely, it's not good. What's going on? Yeah, it's Daily Shooter's a great dude. He has a really good channel, says Fresh File. Yeah, absolutely. His channel's bigger than mine. I've been watching him longer than anybody knew who Guns and Gadgets was. He's got a great channel, great information. If you, like I said, if you haven't subbed to him, do it. Do it right now. Follow all his social media because you never know when YouTube's gonna come down crashing on us. Chad Stacy Hobson says, "Is Tennessee a good state for guns?" I'm working on a video right now. There's a red flag issue coming up in Tennessee, so it's gonna be in every state. There's no stopping it. It's the lefties' way around the Second Amendment. Let's see. Yeah, if you guys can, like this video, because I do know the last time I did live stream, people who had subscribed to it so they would get information. It didn't get out. YouTube's doing their game. So if you could like it and share it, get some folks in. Bill Bry says, "How do your LEO contacts feel about all this?" So I answer this question a lot. I get asked it a lot, and I understand it. But I'm going to tell you the way it is. I mean, you guys know me, guys and gals know me. I'm brutally honest. The guys and gals on the street, a majority of them, not all of them, because there's liberals and police work too. But a vast majority of them believe in the Bill of Rights. They believe in the Constitution. They believe in the Second Amendment. They believe in the Fourth Amendment. That's what we're trained in. That's what our job is. But there are people in any profession who put their job first. They don't necessarily like. So the way I say it to when I was training recruits and stuff is every single day when I go home, I need to pass the man in the mirror test. I need to know that I did the righteous thing. And sometimes the right thing isn't what it says in a policy, isn't what it says in a freshly passed law. Okay. Take that for what I'm saying, read into that because I know I have people who watch this. So I got to be kind of guarded in some of the ways I say things, but I will always pass the man in the mirror test. And there's a lot of the guys and gals out there behind the badge that'll do the same. Now, that's not all of us, but it's more than you think. Definitely more than you think. Let's see. Yeah, Paul Roberts. Yeah, Aurora is not in Cook County, but I was being facetious. I mean, how can guns be in that area, right? I It's just outside of Cook County. I was just watching the news with the chief talking, and I forgot what county it was, but um, yeah, it's definitely not Cook County, but it's right outside of it. BJ Wheat says I need to move to Texas. I would love to move from this state. Believe me. If I won Powerball tonight or tomorrow, I'd be gone. I mean, I'd burn this house down. I'd pay the fire department not to put it out, and I'd be gone. All right. Whatever happened to the 3D printing bill? It's not dead. It is not dead. Believe me. So the way it's going to work right now. Uh, yeah, guess who says it's Kane County? You're right. Thank you. It's Kane County. The way these bills are going to work, anything that's introduced in the House is going to pass as far as anti-gun stuff. Every single bill, because they have a vast majority in the House. And if you've been watching some of the votes that have come down, not even just all on gun control, but there are a lot of Republicans who are voting for the gun control. So the House, they're not going to have an issue pushing the agenda. The fight is going to become what happens when it gets to the Senate, because the Senate has technically a Republican majority, but I don't trust them, and neither should you. Marco Rubio, supposedly pro 2A, right? Submitted a red flag bill in the Senate. Enough said. That's all you need to know. The agenda is all they care about. Um, Love them or hate them, politics aside, Donald Trump, right now, the president, has everybody in a tiffy because they can't control him. He's unpredictable. He says what's on his mind. There's no filter, and it's throwing their game off. Okay, so they're doing whatever they can right now to try to get their stuff done any way possible. But it's ugly times. Get the things you need to get. Buy some ammo. If you get some food that'll stay. Just prepare yourself, because you never know. You might have to go a day or two or three or four if shit does hit the fan. I was always one that says, nah, the shit ain't gonna hit the fan, but it doesn't look good now. So prepare yourself. There's a lot of patriots out there that are ready and willing to do the right thing. But I'll tell you what, if you're that person who's anti-gun or whatever, don't come knocking on my door saying it's time to protect me, because that ain't happening. Let's see. BJ Weed says 300K will get you a mansion and about 2 acres in North Fort Worth. Yeah, I used to live in Louisiana. I lived in New Orleans I worked there for just under 3 years, and yeah, the South's a nice area. A lot of nice living. I was in Texas. Went to Dallas Fort Worth. It was a beautiful area. Yeah, it's just I got a lot invested in here, but if I had a nest egg fall from the sky and land in my lap, I'd be gone tonight. The Free Raven. I've lived in the Northeast. Why would any American, and I use the term American deliberately, want to live there? Take liberal communists ruin everything good. Yeah, it's true. There's a reason I live here. Has a lot to do with that. Has a lot to do with that. Somebody's got to fight, right? Let's see. Surreal Matrix, how you doing? Thanks for being here. Let's see. S-Man 7290. My question is, will you and others like you stand up and stop others to stand? If you're not new to this channel, you know the answer to that. You know I'm standing up. I've already done it. Yeah, I've answered that question a ton. I'm one you don't have to worry about. Let's see. Pete Bryant says, send you an email. Try to respond when you have some time. I will. I get. This is one of my faults. I get a lot of emails, like 300 a day, and I straight up suck at getting to them. I really do. I suck at it. I'll tell you straight up, it's my weakness. Sometimes, if I've responded to you, sometimes it's days later. I apologize. It's no excuse. I just don't have a lot of time for email. I work right now. I'm working, 70 to 80 to 100 hours a week right now, and still got to do dad, still got to do husband. This has turned into a full-time, part-time job. So I will do my best to get in touch with everybody. John Denicola, what do you foresee for HR 38? Well, I do know if you watched the live interview I did with Eric Pratt, if you haven't watched that, a lot of good information there with Gun Owners of America. Um, I do know that they're calling that the silver bullet. Okay, they want to be able to utilize HR 38 to kill the gun control that's coming out right now. But the problem with that is we meaning the gun guys and gals, the Second Amendment lovers, the freedom people, right? We do a terrible job at contacting our representatives. Now, I know right now 60% of you saying doesn't matter, doesn't work, they don't listen, blah blah blah. All right, it does work, not with all of them, but it does work with some. It definitely sways people's votes. I do know people who are in connections with sorry, I got a text and just lost my train of thought. I do know people in DC. I do know people in state government, and it does sway votes. Let me see if that's William. It is William. Excuse me. This is fun. Nothing like me. He's still trying to get on, guys. he's he's actually at the internet place. He's trying his best, guys and gals. I'll give him that. Um, so yeah, it's tough times coming. HR 38. I believe that the Senate, it'll pass the Senate if it gets back to the Senate this time, but I don't believe it's getting to go through the House. I really don't. If this current socialist House of Representatives passes HR 38, I'm shutting the channel down because you don't need me anymore because I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. I just don't see it happening. Sam of Anarchy, yeah, some cool stuff in there. Let's see. Bill Bry, writing mass Congress critters is useless. Not necessarily. And I'm like really some of the things I can't go into, but I'm telling you, it does work with some of them, especially if they're facing an election coming close. So back on that real quick, when you call, they have to log that information. So if they have 100,000 people call and say we need the red flag, and we have two people call and say, oh, absolutely not. You should obey your oath. It's 100,000 to two. What do you think they're going to do? However, if it's reversed, 100,000 against, only two for, they start to worry about their job. Not all the time, but on a big vote, it does happen. Now, it won't happen with the likes of my dopes, Elizabeth Warren and Markey. Ain't gonna happen with them because Christ, Elizabeth Warren isn't even in the state. She's out already working on a presidential campaign, and I hate to say this, but if you don't think she's a serious threat for the office, I think that the right strategy could wipe the floor with her because she's phony as hell. But she fires them up, she gets them out to vote, and if they don't put the wall up and they just bring voters in, it's gonna be trouble. And that was another thing that I wanted to talk about with Will. It was so. All right, Nancy Pelosi she's using the threat of the next Democrat who is the president to um, to call a national emergency on firearms so that they could have some type of federal response. First off, it's the Second Amendment's constitutional. 357 I am. Thank you for the super chat to the channel. Thank you so much. He said we need open forum on gun control with political parties and knowledgeable gun owners. You're right, but will they give us the time of day? Nope. AC, thank you for your super chat. Thank you so much. I'm just starting to see them. They're popping up because I'm just focused on the camera. Thank you, guys and gals. Know that your donations go right to this. Thank you so much. It really means so much when somebody gives up their hard-earned money to help this. Thank you so much. It means a lot, and it goes a long way. Thank you. So Pelosi she's using threats already that the next Democrat president is going to call a national emergency against firearms. and making it look like, Donald Trump, if you want to build that wall with the national emergency, then we're coming after guns. First off, illegal. Second off, say when. Uh, Behind every blade of grass, right? I don't think she wants to go there. She'll probably lose miserably. But that's the threat she's using right now, to fire up her base, to put some fear maybe in the Trump organization. Uh, Not good. Not good. So now, with that, and if you've been following the politics, it comes right on the heels of Kamala Harris saying she's going to run for president. Kamala Harris is a senator out of California. Nancy Pelosi is a congresswoman out of California. Their plan is to get Kamala Harris or somebody else in the presidency. Now, Kamala Harris is arrogant, cocky, uh, egocentric, moronic when it comes to rights, but California doesn't care about them. But what she is eloquent, well spoken, educated, and she can fire up the masses like no tomorrow. She is a Pied Piper when it comes to the agenda, and she can really move a crowd's thoughts to wherever she wants them to go. That's freaking dangerous, because if Trump builds this wall using the Army Corps of Engineers, which he signed it today, so it looks like it's happening. We need it, but it's gonna piss a lot of people off, and it might just be that one thing that gets him out of office, because just piss off enough people. Maybe it's that one thing. Paul Roberts, thank you so much. Your donation to the channel was graciously accepted. Thank you so much. It means a ton. But Kamala Harris is that person who could win the popular vote with the liberals. In fact, based off the crowd that's there now, she's probably the lead right now. I mean, Booker's a dope, and I just saw right before I hit go live, Shotgun Joe Joe Biden. He's about to announce he's going too, supposedly. So he could hurt her chances, but that's the danger. Pelosi has the House. Pelosi has the heartstrings of the socialists. She's got her her bucktooth donkey in there, AOC, that the snowflakes who don't know any better are going to follow. They got their machine well oiled right now, and they're going to push for Kamala Harris, who can talk, who is like an Obama type speaker, who just like plays with the heartstrings. That's dangerous, because she gets in, she's going to go after the guns. She hates them. She spent 6 years as the Attorney General in California. Before that, she was the AG in San Francisco. Now she's the junior senator there in California, and she hates guns. The whole state hates guns, with the exception of the people. So that's a definite threat to the Second Amendment. And what Nancy Pelosi said yesterday, this is their game plan. Let's go back and catch up on a couple here. All right, Arms Dealer 619 says, Guns and Gadgets, you and other large YouTubers need to organize a march at least. Law-abiding people are being killed with weapons being taken away. Tired of libs organizing it. Yeah, and I've been, if you watch the channel, I've been kicking around for about a month now. But I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think on our side, right, marches don't work. Petitions don't work, because they don't care. They don't care if a million of us show up. They still are going with Agenda 21, and they're still going to get the guns. They're still going to try to get them. The louder we are, the more that they're going to resort to other tactics, whether it's false flag, whether it's creating the red flag. There's a lot of money, much more money than we have, in the effort to stop us, to disarm us, to control us. Doesn't mean we're going to give up or lose, but I don't know that A, it would work if it was pulled off. B, if it would be well attended. C, is definitely not going to get any coverage. It would definitely be made to look bad. They'd look at a couple guys who might have their open carry and turn into a whole look at these crazy people. I just don't know if today's day and age in 2019 if that would work. To be honest with you, and I hope you understand. And maybe I didn't say it as well as I was thinking it, but I hope you know what I'm getting at. Because we did if you remember, I was one who organized Massachusetts. We did the rallies at the 2A rallies at all the state houses, and I mean I got 100 people that showed up in Boston, and that was one of the better turnouts in the country. Some states had like 6 people show up at the state capitol. Now I know it's not everybody from the large states can get to the state capitol, but six, it's we just are terrible because we work most of the time. We're terrible at getting these types of things going. All right, let's see. All right. Yeah, guess who says Google Agenda 2130? Yeah, the Agenda 21 is like they're doing it right now. Uh, well, one thing I will say though, in saying when I say that we are terrible at organizing or being vocal, there are groups out there that are fantastic at it and take no prisoners. On the national level, you got Gun Owners of America, Firearms Policy Coalition, and very similar organizations like that. State levels, I don't know all the ones in the states. Massachusetts, we have a couple really good ones here. We have a couple that are uh, doing really really good work. Right. Um, excuse me. That's another text from Will. All right. Doesn't look like it's good for him. But in Massachusetts, we got Massachusetts gun rights. Um, take no prisoner approach, and that's what we need now. All right. Sometimes these groups, these advocacy groups who are very aggressive, say some things that might piss people off. But we're past like worried about their feelings. Let's see. Arms deal 619. Okay, I agree. But if there are 1 million people, it will definitely get attention. Yeah, absolutely. But again, we work. A million of us aren't going to go. I would be shocked. So what do you think cause calling is? Yeah. So that's what I'm getting at. Support those groups that are doing what needs to be done. GOA, whatever your best state group is. Maybe you have a couple different that work as a coalition. Firearms Policy Coalition. You got Mass Gun Rights. You got a whole bunch of them that work to do the good stuff, and you support those that support you. Is the best way I can put it. Jedi M says, "I'm doubting that Trump actually will stand up for the Second Amendment." Yeah, that's all of us, because he's standing by with all this red flag stuff that he has accelerated. Uh, the bump stock stuff he initiated. That's 2 violations right there. Don't tread on me, 1776. United we stand, divided we fall. Absolutely. Um, I'm open for suggestions, but I'm that big, and there are channels, advocates out there much bigger than I. Waiting to hear from them. And I get some of them don't get involved with the politics. I understand that. If politics was fun, everybody would have like a channel like this. Blackout Coffee Company. Thank you, sir, for your donation to the channel. Says we all need to stand up and show our voice. We need our rights. Well said. Well put. Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you so much for your generosity, sir. I look forward to working with you. Let's see. If Trump signs the assault ban or a high cap bill, he's all done. Yeah, he's got good points and bad points. There's not gonna be any president that's 100% approval by everybody. One thing I like, that I love that he's doing, he's running the country like a business, and that's what it's needed to be done for a very, very long time. Um, I don't know, he said your 8-year assault on the Second Amendment is over, and I don't see it stopping. In fact, it's worse now, in my point of view, than it ever was under Barry Obama or Barry Soetoro, whatever his name was. Or is Mark Murnahan? Thank you so much for your generosity. Put this toward a new coffee brewer. Do you know how much crap I've gotten since I put that video out today about blackout coffee? I use a Keurig, all right? I'm 43 and I didn't have coffee until I was 40. I hated it before. In all my years working nights, I never ever drank it. I was a soda guy. But I switched from soda and I needed some type of kick and caffeine, and I just do black coffee now. Now I can't live without it. I go 2-3 cups a day now. I got a lot of crap about using a Keurig machine. All right, I don't know anything about coffee machines and stuff like that, so I'm a rookie in the game, but I love coffee. Rob B, thank you, sir, for your donation. He says, at what point do we, the public, resist the corrupt government and obey the Constitution, or do we? Yeah, we do, and you're seeing that already. You have people in New Jersey after they passed the magazine ban. How many were turning in? Zero. Bump stock bans all over the country, specifically Massachusetts. I can speak to Mass because I live here. In the first year, I think there was 3 turned in. Um, there are people who are not following to the Fuhrer. There are people who are, peaceful non-compliance, right? DM Perry 1974. Thank you. Your generosity is it's guys and gals. It's shocking, really. Thank you so much. Know that I don't do this for the nickel. Know that I'm not like, say, like a big channel like Hickok where I make money by any means, but thank you all. This goes a long way to helping with all this stuff. I mean, in fact, the last time I did a live stream, the people who made the donations, this is exactly what it bought. I'll show you right here. It's going to be terrible, but it's a light ring where my camera sits in the middle of it. It's a 4K camera that I bought last year with donations made to the channel. So when you support the channel, whether it's here on the live chat, excuse me, I don't want to drop this, it's expensive, or Patreon, or you go on to a Spreadshirt and buy a Guns and Gadgets shirt or a hat or whatever, it helps out. It really does. That's what gets this done, because I got 4 kids with autism, and that takes everything I have. So thank you all. It means so much. It really does. Kissalude, if I'm saying that right, $5. Thank you so much. Nothing special to say. Hey, you said enough. You support the channel, and that means a lot to me. So thank you. I mean, 80,000 people subscribe to the channel. We just went over 11.6 million views. If you've been with the channel a long time, or even I think I kept all of my videos still live. You can go back and see when I started 3 years ago. First video I did was shot with my son held it. It was an iPhone 4S in the basement, and it looks like crap, and the lighting was terrible. But started from the bottom. Now we're here. So thank you all. It's because of you guys and gals. So thank you. All right, let's get back to some of the comments here. Let's see. Buy a Daniel Defense AR. Big bucks. They make some really nice stuff. When I was out at SHOT Show, man, they make some great stuff. One day I'll have Daniel Defense money. But like I'm an Anderson Lower kind of guy. Spikes Tactical, maybe. Let's see. Pelosi said, this is was a giant robot. Pelosi said next Dem president will use national emergency and remove the Second Amendment. Yep, that's what I was just alluding to. Absolutely. And she has the parts, the pieces are in place to make it happen, and that's the scary part. Reality, not fiction. Yes, all 4. Yes, so it's. Thank you. Call me a true patriot. Thank you. It means a lot. I just like to think that I would do what everybody else, what's right. John DeNicola, thank you so much. Again, humbling, guys. Thank you. Ian Lowe, thank you very much. I appreciate all you and Coda Boy do for the community, speaking out against these tyrants. Keep up the good work, brother. Thank you. And in fact, John will be doing something with me real short. We got along really, really good at SHOT Show, and I really look forward to doing a lot of stuff with John. I'm gonna try. Actually, maybe we'll do it. Reach out to him tomorrow and see if we can get him on the next couple days here. Arms deal is 619. Palmetto State basic AR is 350. I'm gonna tell you guys and gals a story of why I like Optics Planet so much. And this was so I live in Massachusetts, right? The People's Republic of Massachusetts. Palmetto State Armory will not do business in Massachusetts. Whether it's a firearm or pen, they will not do business in Massachusetts. I called them when started Black Friday when they had their it was an 8.5-inch upper FDE. It was actually as a whole build kit minus the lower, the stripped receiver for the lower, and it was 269 something like that, 269. And I called, said I'll take two, and they were like, nope, we won't send them to mass. So then I said, okay, well, what if I purchased it through my department as a law enforcement purchase because I'm going to be using it on the job anyway? They were like, nope, we won't do business in Massachusetts. So my response was, you are part of the problem. And he said, why? I said, because you are abandoning these states with the Second Amendment fight. There's nothing that I was purchasing that is a firearm. We all know the game. It's a lower, that's the game. I wanted a tube and some plastic. They wouldn't sell it. I called back with a different day and tried to buy, no word of a lie, some pens. I'm sorry, it wasn't pens. Like I said, they don't sell pens, but it was non-gun specific stuff. All right, a buffer spring. They wouldn't send it to Massachusetts. So it's companies like that that piss me off because those of us out here are fighting for what's right. Those companies that reap the business and the benefit and the dollars, they don't care. And those are the companies that should be standing up the loudest. The Smith & Wessons here in Massachusetts, Glock, Beretta, SIG, all the companies that make billions of dollars off of us, especially those of us behind enemy lines, and they're just letting us bob and weave, and that sucks. All right, off the soapbox. But yeah, that's why I didn't buy the Palmetto State gun. But Optics Planet, fantastic company. I stand by them, and you're going to start seeing some really cool stuff from them. I'm going to do a whole build with stuff that I am getting through Optics Planet because they care. Okay, so support those who support us. Let me catch back up here. Let's see. Reality Not Fiction, thank you for your donation. Bless you, sir. Blue and we the people. Thank you very much. William Purvis, thank you. Says, I appreciate your work to keep us informed from Florida. Thank you very much. I feel bad for Florida. You guys are getting turned up on the top of your head there. Let's see. Fuzz Fork 8 says, beware the UN peacekeepers. Yep, that's Agenda 21. That's who they want running the place was the blue helmets. Let's see. Kind of deviated from the plan, obviously, because Daily Shooter can't be here. So I'm going to save a lot of what I was going to talk about until we're going to reschedule him, obviously. Let's see. I love GIR, G-I-R. Cool name. He says, I love Optics Planet. Absolutely. And he says, I like Palmetto State, but they won't ship AR parts to Illinois. I mean, it just makes no sense. Those are the companies that have the dollar bills should push the issue and support. I mean, a barrel is a pipe. That's all it is. You can send a pipe. It's not illegal, but they don't do it. You know, there's companies that stop selling ammunition. They won't ship to Massachusetts. It's 100% legal, 100% legal. But because they fear Maura Healey, they won't do it. And I know it happens in other states. It's ridiculous. Michael Austin says, thank you for all you do. Thank you. Like I said, without you all, I don't do this. So thank you. RTS guy, hello. How you doing? Welcome. Patriot 1776. Law enforcement should help us out also. They're the ones that enforce the unconstitutional laws. Not all of us are bad. There are some of us who do the right thing. There should be more of us. Should be 100% of us. And if you're out there watching this and you're behind the bad too, do the right thing. Do the right thing. And sometimes the right thing isn't always what's on paper. It is what's on parchment, though. Ryan Anderson, donation to the channel. It says, "This is to throw Diane Shitstein in prison for treason. We must fight and overthrow these tyrants." Absolutely. We are the silent majority, and it's time for us to stop being silent. The last time we spoke up, we got Hillary sent to the poor. Well, not to the poorhouse. She'll never be poor, but she didn't get her job. We need to keep going. For some reason, we got lax, and look what's happening. Let's see. Blake Libby, thank you very much. Me donations as I'm broke, but I love the channel. Thank you. I'm not looking for money. Thank you. Just the fact that you come here and you subscribe to the channel and you watch my stuff means so much. Thank you. Let's see. 357 IM says, unfortunately, Optics Planet won't ship to Illinois either. Really? They're in Illinois. Really? They won't ship to Illinois? I will be asking them on that. And I think the gentleman I work with is watching this. So let's chat on that one. I want to know why. Christopher Perez says, thank you for excuse me, thank you for all your hard work. Thank you. It means a lot. Thank you so much. James Marshall, thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Tin Can Camper Van, that's cool. We may be the silent majority, but we are the armed silent majority. Bingo. And that's why they can't stand it. That's why they want the ARs gone. You got to think, why do they want them so bad? It's because that is what is keeping their next move from being made, maybe. James Larkin, thank you so much. Guys, you guys are, I'm overwhelmed with this. Thank you so much. Let's see. New York Cowboy, heading out. Thank you for everything. Thank you. Appreciate you. So yeah, Ford's Rule 35. Pelosi calls for gun control yesterday, and today we have a shooting. Yeah, I thought the same thing. Although the early reports are it's could be a disgruntled employee, but the facts aren't out yet. But at least the preliminary was they believe that he was an employee there. So although they'll use that, they'll use that definitely. But it is what it is. Joel Bennett says, any news about more counties in Washington and Arizona state taking up sanctuary gun status? There are quite a few. I believe, I forgot the numbers. It's been a couple days since I looked at it, but there are 13 sheriffs and one police chief in Washington receiving death threats because they refuse to enforce the unconstitutional laws that are being passed, which is ironic. The person who's doing the death threats is threatening to shoot them, which is the sole reason the Second Amendment is there, right? To protect ourselves and to stop a tyrannical government. This couldn't have played out any better. So yeah, my hats off for those gentlemen doing what they're supposed to do and following their oath and standing up for the Constitution. Steve Bass I'm sorry if I'm butchering your name. Bass, I'm going to try it. Bassuk? Thank you so much. This is thank me for what I'm doing. Thank you. You guys and gals, like I said, you drive me, so thank you. Terry Chanel, Texas watching from Idaho. Guess who? I live in Cook County. Sorry about that. Yeah, I got a friend who lives in Chicago proper, and I couldn't imagine. I've been to Chicago a couple times, but I couldn't imagine. I don't know. All right, let's see. What time is it? It's 8:20. We'll go a couple more minutes, guys. I don't want to keep you all. Fellow masshole here. I'm a big fan. There's so many like-minded 2A supporters in and around Boston. We got your back there. It's going too fast. Axnakis. Thank you very much. So let's one thing I want to New Mexico County just became a sanctuary gun county. I just saw that. Let me see. Give me 1 second. It's literally something I was researching to do a video for like tomorrow or Sunday. They literally just became one. I think it came down yesterday on Valentine's Day. But yeah, New Mexico County is a gun sanctuary now. So if you live there, you're in the good. Let's see. Oh, whoa, slow down, slow down. Chris says, "Oh my God, wait, the Second Amendment isn't for hunting? That's shocking, right? Like, liberals are out of their tree." Also, if you haven't been paying attention, or you might have missed the video I did, the new wave that's been taking place the last 6 to 10 days is they're attacking ammo. Uh, Connecticut dope wants to raise tax on ammo 50%. There are several states that are introducing ammo registration bills right now. Scary, scary stuff. They're going after everything, the whole gamut. What they're doing is they're taking a big pile of poo, throwing it against the wall, and seeing what sticks. And unfortunately, the way that things are made up right now, a lot of it's going to stick. John Blaze, thank you. This is from the Republic of New York. What's up? Keep fighting, and thanks for all you do. Thank you, my friend. Thank you so much. Downtrodden. How do you feel about gun shops and masks that work with Maura Healey? Not a fan. Not a fan. And a quick story. I got a couple friends that own gun shops, and one of them, Maura Healey, is targeting because he's following the law. He's just not following her desire or her interpretation. Oops, sorry, just banged everything. And unfortunately, that's it's he's taking a hit because of that, and that's terrible stuff. Like, she's can't stand her. She knows it. I can't stand her. Like, just coward. Charles Wilk, from still mostly free Indiana. We're surrounded by anti-gun states. Thanks for defending 2A. Thank you. Without you, I don't do this. Thank you so much. I know the whole state of Kansas is a gun sanctuary for the time being. Let's see. Oh, wow. Grand man, thank you. Thanks for what you do. We have to keep up the fight. Absolutely. Thank you all. Thank you so much. I'm I'm humbled by the support, guys and gals. Thank you, man. It means so much. Dan Kiley, thank you for all your slow down, slow down. Thank you for all your hard work, keeping us informed. Scary time for freedom lovers. Hopefully, true common sense will prevail. Thank you so much for your support, guys. Like, I can't say thank you enough, and I know you're probably sick of hearing me saying it, but somebody who's try to stay humble. Thank you. It means a lot. How do people not vote out these degenerates? Brian Blackwell says. Where they're winning is where they infiltrate the area. Like, they move in by the dozens. When I say they, it's the Democrats, the leftists, and like in Massachusetts, we're outnumbered by like, I don't know, 20 to 1. But it's all in the big city. It's all Boston, Worcester, Springfield, Fall River, stuff like that. Rather the state, the rural areas, most of them, not all of them, but most of them are conservative. But just there's so many people in the cities. It's just they kind of offset anything else. Venture Squatch, New Mexico County is the sanctuary county right now. This is cool. Nicholas Shane says, "Thank you all for the donations to Guns and Gadgets. God bless you all. Thank you. Thank you so much. That's genuinely nice. Thank you." All right, let's see. Papa Louie, hi from behind enemy lines. Keep up the good job. Got to fix supper. Fuzz fork. Have a good one. Hope it's a good supper. Let's see. Mr. Jerron Lewis. If Maura Healey loses this legal battle with GOA, she potential. I think you cut yourself off. Um, yeah, try to fix that. Will she potentially what? Let's see. Oh, here it is. Lose her position. No. Nope. She's suing ridiculously. She's suing Donald Trump. I think we have 25 lawsuits now, 24, 25 lawsuits. And none of them, like, maybe a couple of them affect Massachusetts, but she's ridiculous. Papa Louis, thank you very much. Thank you so much. Tin Can Camper Van. Jared, does your PD ever have a problem with your 2A stance or your YouTube channel? Hats off to them if they support you. They do not have a problem with it. I'm very lucky. Because if they did have a problem with it, I would have a problem with them, I guess. Nope. They as long as I do what's right, I'm doing what's right. Land Solo, Hawaii gun laws are under attack also. Yeah, they have been for a couple of years. In fact, Hawaii just came out, I think it was 3 weeks ago. So with the Leosa Act, uh, cops can carry concealed all over the country. The way it should be, the way national concealed carry reciprocity should be. But Hawaii just came out and said, you know what, it doesn't matter, you can't carry here. We won't recognize it. And New York does that too. So you have instances of states are just like, we don't want the feds. We're not following what they say. Unless it comes to money, then we'll follow everything they say. All right. Trying to find. They're moving kind of quick. I saw a Pocahontas comment. There it is. Giant robot. Pocahontas keeps reminding us about her DNA. She actually just apologized to the Cherokee Nation for claiming to be Cherokee when she's not. And then she constantly says that she's never used her heritage for position or to get a better job. And then somehow her application to practice law, I forgot what state it was Southwest, but she said on there when it said race or nationality, she put American Indian. Bagged. Let's see. Eric 2255-2. Was Sessions against the Constitution? Jeff Sessions, he was a decent senator. Where he got jammed up was when he sequestered himself in the Trump thing right away. Kind of marked his fate. He was pretty much doomed from the get go. Let's see. Okay. All right. Let's see. Jabari 308. I did not know Leo Carey was not effective in Hawaii and New York. It is, legally is, but those two states will try to stick it in and twist it if they can. Sam of Anarchy says Hawaii has a magazine capacity of 10. Yes. It's coming hot and heavy. If you watch the video I did a couple days ago, the national 10-round magazine limit has been submitted. And actually, I was reading something yesterday. The belief is in the House that, well, it's going to pass the House anyway, but the belief in the House is that in the Senate, they're going to get a lot of bipartisan support for it, which means if that's true, it's going to pass. And if it passes, what's the Donald's going to do? All right, let's see. Let's do 3 more, and then we'll call it a wrap. R says, I want to raise tax on filet mignon steak 75%. Please don't. Because I love them, and I can maybe have one a year. Bill Burr. G-Vids. Yeah, that guy's about as anti-gun as you can get. People forget because of who he worked for, George H.W. But he is no friend to firearms. Look up Ruby Ridge. Neil Molinari, thank you. You and William are my favorite channels when it comes to these ridiculous feel-good, do-nothing laws. Thank you. And I know he busts his hump to bring information out. And his channel's bigger than mine, so I can only imagine the workload he puts himself under. I was very happy to meet him at SHOT Show and get to talk to him, get to know him a little, and I look forward to the future once he gets his internet situation handled there. I would definitely have him back on here. I look forward to working with some of the guys that I got to meet in SHOT Show. Coda Boy 32, another great dude, great guy, great channel. We're gonna be doing a lot together. Just some great guys, and it was really nice to meet these dudes because watch them on YouTube just like you guys do, and to actually meet them, it was pretty cool. All right, John Blaze says King Como Safe Act is being challenged February 28th in the Supreme Court, Rochester, New York. Yes, if you can email me where I can get some information on that. I heard about it, but I've been doing doubles every day, and I just haven't had a chance to dig it up. So if you could give me that information, I'd appreciate that. Jacob Burris, donation for you, buddy, and I'll donate more to GOA. Thanks. Absolutely. Thank you so much. And when he says with the GOA, donate, support those who support you. They got some big lawsuits coming up right now. They're fighting the good fight. Firearms Policy Coalition out of California is doing a lot of good work too. The Second Amendment Foundation has stepped up with some lawsuits. This was starting to go on the offensive a little bit, and it's very expensive. So support those agencies, please. $2, $3, $5 goes a long way when you're looking at a bunch of people doing it. All right, the Downtrodden says, I work at a gun shop in New Hampshire who has a manufacturer's license, FFL, which gives us the right to take a pistol and turn it into a frame, which we transferred to Massachusetts. She hates us too. Yes, I know. And thank you for doing the right thing. All right. All right, John Blaze. So I sent you a link to your Facebook Messenger. Thank you. I'll get to that probably in the morning. But all right, the audio is wiggling on and off now. I'm sorry. I'm not even looking at the mic. My apologies. All right. So let me do this. It's 8:30. I wanted to do the hour. We'll get Will back on another time. I will make sure that his internet is up and functioning. He just changed service, so that's what the problem is. So thank you all. It's it's today's date, 15th. It's the day after Valentine's Day. I'm gonna go try to spend a little bit of time with the family that's downstairs. I love you guys and gals. I really do, from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. You mean so much. You don't realize how much a positive comment or a small donation, how much it affects the guy in front of the camera. It really goes a long way. Your thoughts and your prayers and your words of encouragement mean a lot, and it keeps me going. I say it a lot. I've been saying it for years, and it doesn't get any more true. So thank you all for your support. Please check out my other social media. I say it every now and then, but if you haven't already, join the other avenues, because some funky stuff has been happening the last couple days here on YouTube. Literally every video I put up is immediately demonetized right away, and I got to fight to get it back. And it's not just me; it's happening a lot. But they're coming at me good right now. The last 5 videos I put out, every one of them. In fact, one of them is about coffee. So, I mean, what's evil about coffee? So, join the other avenues. The reason I say that is because if you only subscribe to one and that goes away, you'll still get the other ones if you join those. And there's a lot of cross pollination, but there are some things that I only put out on like Instagram and Facebook, just like quick picture stuff, or a quick bill comes out and I'm on the fly and I can't do a video, that's where you're going to find that stuff. So hit over there and hit that up. John Blaze, yes, thank you. I'll go check Facebook Messenger. Okay. And now I know the name. Thank you very much. So thank you all very much. It means so much to me. Support those agencies that support this channel, please. Olight, Optics Planet, Blackout Coffee. Those 3 agencies have stood behind this channel when nobody else would, stood behind us when YouTube and Google were trying to get rid of us, and it means a lot. So do what's right with them, please. Oh, whoa. Matt Grady, thank you, man. Wow. Thanks for what you do for Minnesota. That's shocking. Thank you very much. Thank you. It means a lot, man. Thank you, brother. Really. I don't know what else to say. Thank you. So yeah, back to the other avenues. Facebook, Instagram. I do a little bit on Twitter. Gunstreamer, YouTube. Get on Gunstreamer. If you have a YouTube channel and you're in 2A, get on Gunstreamer. Watch the channels you love on Gunstreamer. That platform is about to take off, and I have the 3rd most popular channel. I would love to be the most popular channel. Tactical Toolbox gets kicking my butt, but check me out there. Check out all my other forums, and let's all stay in the know. If you get some hot and heavy information, you know how to email it to me. It's in the description of every video. I do suck at getting back to, it's impossible to read 500 emails a day. It really is. But I do my best, and I look forward to the future ahead. Will, if you're watching this, let's hook up. I know what you're doing. You sent me the picture, so thank you for the effort. We'll do it again. Ladies and gentlemen, until we see each other again, be safe, stay vigilant, carry a weapon, have a fantastic night, kiss your loved ones, take care.